You had your phone hooked in. Okay, so we're. Hi. I'm a little too tall of a dragon to be sitting here. Oh, can you turn?
We forgot our lights. Oh. So.
Got our lights.
Sorry, guys. It's the third day of the con.
Sorry, guys. It's the third day of the con. We're tired. We forgot
Guys,
to turn.
let me know if you can hear me on this little tiny mic from the crowd cam.
They'll tell us if they can hear us. So if you want to look at the settings area,
Audio.
if you look at the settings area, you can see audio. So you click on the settings icon,
I'll speak into the audio
and then
section. So please go to audio.
and I'll speak into the audio. So the audio.
See me. Okay, you go ahead.
Hi, can you
Yeah,
hear
that should
me?
see me.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
You go ahead.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yours is separate. Yours is on there. So, okay, cool. So everybody can hear us. We've got a crowd cam, and then we've got our cam here right now. This is the final day of UwU Con. We've got come on over. We've got some people coming by drinking coffee.
This is my second coffee.
Sipping coffee because we just can't. We can't help it. I'm gonna adjust the camera though because you have it set funny. Here, take this.
Okay, that's what I wanted.
Okay, I'll give it. Here, I'll give it to. Here you go, guys.
Good morning. Are we just introducing? Good back. Good morning. We're back here at UwU Con Day 3 here on the beautiful Sunday morning in Arizona. We're waving at some of our friends. It's been a beautiful day. We're having a lot of fun. We're caffeinated and getting all ready to go and ready to tackle the day. I am Head in the Clouds cosplay. Right now I am dressed as your ghost host with the most, Beetlejuice. And here we also have one of our other friends, so we're going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Cosplay Choco. I know like some of you who are watching regularly have seen me a couple times. I'm actually guesting again at UwU Con. They have these really cool the cons for first year, the last day, and I'm still feeling the energy, honestly.
I actually got almost 8 hours of sleep. Yeah, I almost got 8 hours of sleep. I do have a little mic. I have a little.
Oh, you have that
little
mic.
baby mic.
It's so tiny.
Yeah, let us know if you can hear me. Okay.
Your mic is so tiny.
Oh, introduce yourself. Oh, I have a mic too, so I'll introduce myself. Hey guys, it's Jinx Cosplay. Oh, I'm looking at the screen. Hey guys, it's Jinx Cosplay. It's a Sunday, so Sundays are always hard for me, and I know our streams are always at 12, but we're here, and it is the last day of UwU Con, so thank you so much for joining us. Oh, and Sam.
So hi, it's Sam for Thermal Cosplay over here. I'm Malleus, and I'm just gonna sit here drinking my coffee now.
So guys, we'll try to get on to show some of the guests that we haven't had on yet. So you might see people coming through. And if you have any other questions, let us know. We did the cosplay contest yesterday, and it was actually quite good. Like they actually ran out of seats. So people were standing up in the back. And it was actually, if you're here, it was in the signature hall. And they have a little stage. So we had a stage, and we had, I think, 12 contestants?
No. We ended up having 16.
Oh, we did have 16 because we had a few last-minute signups. Yes.
And all of them
and
looked
it was
amazing.
a
They
great,
all brought
like a
their
diverse,
A-games.
very diverse costumes from like all kinds of genres and like craftsmanship skills. And then during our little intermission, I mean, almost the whole audience was in costume. I'm like, everybody better be up here. So we did a little costume parade while the judges figured things out. And the winner was
Hatsune Miku, and her social media handle is Sunny.
Oh, just Sunny, Sunny. Wow, that's pretty good. Hi. Yeah. You want to swap places?
They looked amazing.
Very, very distinctive. Figures over the past year, like a super complex build. She's got like a very, very distinctive new hairstyle and
Are you turning the fan on already?
I've heard.
Well, you are in a full suit. Yeah. So as you can see, we had a Diva sneak up, and I'm gonna hand the little mic over to Diva and C and let them introduce themselves. So this
tiny.
is attached to my iPad. Just be careful.
It's so tiny. Hi, I'm Sparkinson Cosplay. Hanging out.
How long have you been cosplaying?
Oh my gosh, I just did this the other day. 7 years now?
Good.
Yeah.
And you're based where?
Arizona.
Arizona. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, and I think some of this
This
costume's
is-
mine.
That's why I wore it, so I could give it back. They were so-
So I actually came in
That's
like I
smart.
wore a really casual diva two-piece. Running. Well, there's my diva jacket, and just running around. So I was like, oh, you just came in diva. Like we're just like diva in sync today. Yeah. So what time did you get here?
Noon.
Noon. Okay. So what do you want to look like? What are the things that you want to make sure that you don't miss today?
I think I just want to see everything. I just think I want to be able to walk around and actually experience it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Oh, really? Okay. Well, this was my idea to do first. Okay. Well, you guys take it over.
Well, one of the things that I don't want to miss today is that there's a lot of food vendors going around. I already have my little matcha latte because I'm green and my drink is green and I feel very coordinated. And like all the food vendors are so good. I already have like a Pikachu steamed pork bun waiting for me at my table. The vendors here are amazing. They have my favorite Chenier world here, Anthony Wang. Go check out his shoes. They're so good. They make like little mecha robot shoes that have like wings and stuff and like holographic like rave shoes. It's really cool. And I love the trick-or-treating also that's gonna go on today. Like there's a lot of kids going around different tables with candy, little treating. Sunday is the one day that, as like when you're a guest and you're tabling, is like the one day you actually have time to like go look around. So I'd really like to do that because like it's there's like so many different vendors that are like extremely high quality considering that it's a first year con.
So again, you guys can't see what we see, but we see something very interesting. If you guys want to come up. Yeah. No, USC. Yeah. So we'll just stand right here. I want to show the sign. So these guys, so this is Cosplaying Marquez in the contest. And you are, do you want to, wait again.
Spooter Kim cosplay.
Scooter Kim Cosplay. And this sign was just funny. Yandere. Searching for a new waifu. So sometimes we turn into dating site for Oh, okay. So, but I just wanted to like pop you guys on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. But so thank you so much for popping on. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for popping on. That was a little impromptu. I was like, oh, I've seen this guy. So today, I think people are doing more Halloween-themed cosplays. As you can see, we got Beetlejuice, and I'm Mesa from Death Note. Oh, I have my Death Note bag over there. And you're from Genshin.
Yep.
Genshin is pretty spooky sometimes.
The funniest thing about it is that Genshin like actually released Halloween like art of all the characters, and I have not done it. I'm not doing like they release so different versions arts of their characters now that I'm like, okay, I'll put that as a cost plan. Oh, another art release? Okay.
Yeah, I know I'm probably I'm excited about that.
Or something.
So I mean that's I never really played games like Overwatch and like gacha games or whatever until just recent, like a couple years ago. And the fact that it was come out with skins for every single holiday, I'm like, dang it, I'm gonna do them all. Yeah, because like I think the best Halloween Overwatch skin, I want to say is Sombra's Bride of Frankenstein or the Bride, is so good. I would love to make it, but there's too many on my Overwatch to-do list. So as you can see, we have another host that's just joined us. So Chibi.
Hi, I'm Chibi Raincloud. No, I'm in Gotcha Hell too. Like, my goal someday is to do all the boys, and then a couple of the boys. Yeah, I'm Lilia for Twisted Wonderland. My goal someday is to do all of the boys. Yeah, here's my son, my beautiful son, my beautiful son. So I'm totally like I'm there. I'm like this outfit and this outfit and this outfit, and then for Apple I'm gonna do all his skins. I don't care. I'm doing them all. Like it's just gonna happen. So I'm there.
And I think that's so brilliant of companies to do the skin thing because I've made 3 Overwatch costumes, 2 divas. So I've done Black Cat Diva, Academy Diva, I've done Widowmaker, and I have Magician Sim. I have all the stuff I need to make Magician Sim, and I'm just like, God, can you guys stop coming out with skins? Because I want to make them all. And then I don't even play League, and I already have 2 KDA skins, 2 KDA cosplays. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. But guys, if you haven't been by, come by. It's a lot more chill than yesterday. Yesterday, I feel like was nuts. There was so much going on. And we have a couple of panels today. So Chibi's going to cut out early to do Chibi's Dungeon Master 101 panel. And then at 3 o'clock, we have our good old retro anime panel, which means come and sit and watch retro anime with us. So, and I know a lot of people were asking about Halloween contest, so that's coming up. We will have more information on it as well. And so, like your outfit, did you talk about how you made it? No, so please do.
So everybody knows and loves Beetlejuice. He's a classic, cult classic. So I got the suit. It is just, a great Spirit Halloween base. I feel like they've really stepped up their game in the past couple of years with their quality of the things that they're producing. But, I love the color and the vibrancy that the movie was. So I really wanted to capture that in the costume. And so I hand painted the whole costume with a bunch of different greens. There's some sparkles. There's some moss on the pockets to kind of, I came out of the ground. And then I also hand painted my tie. Thank you. You probably can't see it from here, but it's got a sandworm on it because I love sandworms and, they're everywhere. Thank you. And, I just wanted to make it a little more personalized because, even though this is an anime con, it is Halloween weekend. And it is my favorite holiday. So I wanted to do something Halloween themed today where, I did anime the past 2 days and we all love anime. But, since Halloween is tomorrow, happy Halloween from CTL. Woo! I did want to do my Beetlejuice today, probably because I'm going to be dead to the world tomorrow and not want to wear it. I'll be sleeping tomorrow. It's been a great long weekend. But Halloween's probably going to be spent watching, some scary movies. I know Netflix recently just dropped the Cabinet of Curiosities from Guillermo del Toro, so I'm probably going to be binging that. I need to catch up on American Horror Story, so I'll probably be watching that.
There's this new Keel and Peele movie that came out, if you like Corpse Bride, if you like the Tim Burton vibe, but you want to see more like by POC taking a leading role and fighting a vampire as like a punk alt teenage girl, then you should watch it. I totally forgot the title, but it's super good. I was looking at her, I was like, she has my shoes. I was like, what if I just like made another costume? I do. I'm always watching Over the Garden Wall. I always watch one episode of Over the Garden at least when it's Halloween because like that's like really fall vibes and stuff. I'm usually like just drinking tea at home. Like I don't even do the parties anymore. Like unless like because there's Halloween conventions now that like okay like I'll go to that, but because that's it.
Yeah, no, I wish I could celebrate Halloween and enjoy and watch movies, but I'm going to be on an airplane on my way home. Probably not going to get home until like 2 because I have to get to the airport and then I have to get home after that. So I have adventures tomorrow. I don't get to dress up, but that's fine. I dressed up all weekend, so.
Actually, this was great timing because I think today people did kind of like gear their cosplays towards more, spooky. Like that's why I wore Mesa because I was either going to do Mesa or make a new costume to join these guys in Twisted Wonderland. I was like, I really just want to wear Mesa. And I've seen a couple other people do like some spooky versions of costumes. There's a League of Legends Halloween skin. I don't know the character, but Banana is dressed up as a League of Legends witch skin.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then Sapphire is dressed up
as Jack
Oh
Skellington.
yeah, as a spooky Bridget from Seven Deadly Sins. Yeah, so I think it's really cute to do it that way because there's always like,
I haven't seen her yet today. I want to go see her.
oh yeah, go see you can go see her before your pants.
Yeah.
So there's there's always a holiday like Holiday Matsuri and like all these other ones that happen around the holiday time, Christmas time. Which is really cute, but we don't, especially here, we don't see a lot of Halloween. I mean, this is the first.
We don't have like holiday around time conventions.
Yeah, I mean, they do Glendale Glitters, and there's like the Glendale LibCon, which is in the beginning of December. It's nice, and the weather's nice, and it's over by the not the Velmatique one, not the one downtown, but it's over by the one by Glendale Community College.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's near there. So that one's a lot of fun, and Sam's wearing things. So guys, if you have any questions, just throw it in the chat. We're so chill today. I love it. I've been so happy with this giant space. Who's she? Oh, is that Genshin?
Young
Yeah.
Jin from Genshin.
She's Yoonjin.
See, and the crowd cam can see her. That's who we were talking about. Oh, and we've had really good response, I think. So this has been really good. From people I've talked to, they're like, it's a first year con, and it's actually, I mean, despite all the hiccups, it was really good, done well for a first year. So Hermione, you want to come on up? Yeah.
Show off Aria.
Yeah. So we have,
Congratulations on your win.
yeah. So I'm gonna pass the mic over here to Hermione.
Hello, I'm Hermione of HRH Geeky Creations. You can find me on Instagram under that handle. I've been cosplaying for 5 years. I'm 17 now, so I started when I was 12. I made this entire costume and competed with it up in Salt Lake last month and won 3rd in the Masters category. It's very exciting. So the pants I made using a scrub pattern, so it has like a nice elastic waistband. It's very comfy. On the boots, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but I do have fake mud on the boots that I made and added that on so that they look all nice and worn. And then the skirt is made out of a blanket, and I made the bias tape out of the same material as the top. The top is fully quilted by me, so it's 3 layers and very warm. The cape I hand sewed and then did the little latch piece with my machine. And then the belt is from a friend because I forgot my belt at home, so huge thank you. The weapons are from like the very cheap ones that you can get online and then repainted to look really nice.
You did in a higher category because I saw you compete. Okay, sorry, I'll repeat what I said. I'm just happy to see this costume in person more up close because I saw them compete. Was it Kokori? Did you go to Kokori? Or was it was like some other competition where I saw you compete in this in a lower category and I was like, no way. That needs to be a little bit up more.
This is part 2.
Oh,
this is second remake.
Mach
Yeah.
2? You're kidding? People who have that precision to make me think that this is the same costume. It's happened like twice this weekend where I think it's like the same costume. It's like not, that's like a totally different one. They just all do it so meticulously the same. And I'm like, wow, imagine having that much precision. But it looks really good.
So one of my favorite things to do that, Ari has mentioned and Beetlejuice has mentioned is like getting the stuff after Halloween at Spirit. Again, he got this at Spirit's after Halloween sale.
And Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. I know because they changed the rules. Like the day after Halloween is the day after Halloween is like 25% off
Instead of 50?
Yeah, and then the next day is like 50% off. I know. I'm like, what the heck? So I go there to get like props and stuff like this too that I can use as bases. And that's also where I got like all my Fallout stuff because their Fallout stuff's pretty good. I'm like, I don't need to make new Fallout stuff. I got a plasma gun. I got the Nuka-Cola gun, and I got my Pip-Boy at Spirit after Halloween sale. So guys, don't forget that's happening this week. Oh my god, like Halloween's fun, but also like the after sales. So what do you guys have? I know you guys talked about your plans for Halloween, which is nothing. But at my house, if you want to come over, we can watch some scary movies and pass out candy. So what are you doing for Halloween?
My friend and I are doing matching costumes of some of the backup members for Ghost. It's a great band. I highly recommend. So I'm just hanging out with my friends doing that. Should be pretty exciting.
So there's been this like new campaign going on about like, doesn't matter, like if someone walks up to your door, don't ever say, aren't you too old to be trick-or-treating? Because also my nephew at age like 12 was 6'1", and I would forget that he was a child. Like I would forget when he would like do something and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh wait, you're only 13. From the back you look like an adult. So I think anyone should trick-or-treat because I'm still adult and I eat candy.
Yeah, I like saw this post the other day where they said like, would you rather have this kid trick-or-treating while they're still like 16, 17, or would you rather have them like going to a party and being like crazy and stuff?
You don't need it? Are you sure?
She's got to go to a wedding.
I love you.
Cosplay Corgi is off to the side, and she's got her beautiful CL here, so we're just saying goodbye.
He's a beautiful dog. Very hard worker.
Such a hard
Look at his
working
leg.
papa.
Okay.
Going to
There,
her brother's wedding.
yeah, but like I'm very thankful to Nicole, because they're the one who really pushed me to get into this stuff. So, would you like fellow Genshin
Gabby.
cosplayer? It's your turn.
What's our
Just
topic even?
introduce yourself. We're just talking about the con.
Oh, okay. Hello, Thermo Sidekick here, the ghost of the show, pretty much. I guess the thing I could talk about really is Con Crunch because this
You were
has
working on
been
it.
the ultimate Con Crunch. I was working on my mask at the booth the last couple of days, and then I finished most of this last night as well. But for a last minute thing, I'm pretty proud of it. All I really did was added the red underneath and here with a t-shirt. So this is like the ultimate lazy cosplay, but I'm pretty happy with how it came out
It looks
considering this
great.
is literally like a cut up t-shirt, well, 2 cut up t-shirts for the red lining underneath. So yeah, you don't always have to spend a ton of money and do a lot of stuff to have a cosplay.
I love this. You think like, okay, swap out the dead people. Like, let's
Yeah.
go.
Just one dead person to the next.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, I'm Gin and Tonics. JYN, like the Star Wars meme, because I love a good mashup. But yeah, that's me. I'm just a Jack Skellington today, obviously. And then would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi. Yeah, are we doing Instagram handles? Or-
Yeah. And who you are?
Cool. I'm Bunny Flop Cosplay. I'm Coraline today. I'm Coraline Jones. Make sure you say that right. It's Coraline. Yeah, and just enjoying UwU Con, helping out here with Cost Talk today.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
How long did that makeup take to put on this morning?
So this is actually my 3rd try of doing it. So probably a total of 2 hours, but this one only took 25 minutes. And I think the rush and like the pressure really helped it come out great today. So sometimes you got to take it off just to make it better. So yeah.
And then where did you get that Coraline doll? That is adorable.
I got it from the Leica Studios website, actually. I believe last year around Black Friday, they did a like half off sale. And I snagged it because I was looking at it for the longest time because I've had this cosplay for a really long time, but I've never had the doll. So as soon as it went on sale, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, they've had a Takis booth. Apparently, there's a new Takis that's like popcorn. And I'm terrible and have yet to try it, but I love Takis, so I'm like really looking forward to trying this out. So yeah.
I love free food. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you already introduced yourself and done the spiel? All right. Very cool. All right. So what has been your favorite thing about the con so far?
I really enjoy how big it is. It's very spread out with a lot of room for everything to happen. Like the vendors are in one hall and we got signatures in a separate. So it's kind of like a nice to have 2 different vibes. So you can have some place to hang out and then also a place to shop around. So I really like the space. And also the featured cosplayers are absolutely incredible with their booths. We got some face painting going on. We got like some leather work you can do. So I love how interactive everybody is getting to kind of like get everybody in the cosplay or costume mood, especially since Halloween's coming up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Really just seeing all the cosplays. It's nice. It's a little cooler, so I feel like people are putting a little more maybe layers on that they wouldn't normally, or cosplays they wouldn't bring out before. But it's not. I'm not sweating in my cosplay, and I have to say that might be my favorite thing right now.
Sure. All right. Do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about what you're wearing today.
Hi, I'm Hopeless Night again. I'm wearing Atsushi from Bungo Stray Dogs. I was doing a Bungo Stray Dogs weekend, obviously. Yeah, and what's really interesting is that, like, I really like Bungo Stray Dogs because a lot of the base outfits are exactly the same. So if you like have to travel anywhere for a convention, you can literally just like grab different wigs and grab the overcoats, and you can have like 4 different cosplays, and it's all different characters.
Speaking my language
Yeah,
right now. So what has been your favorite thing about the con so far?
I really like, I don't know, I just like, it's a really good vibe. I know that sounds really cheesy, but like everyone here is very much like, hey, let's talk to each other, like come talk to me. And yeah, like, and there's a bunch of fun things to do around here. Yesterday I talked about how there was a zip line. Yeah.
Same.
And
Yeah, I really want to see like a whole bunch of cosplayers ziplining across.
I think I'd be scaring some kids out there.
Yeah. From a boat. No.
I'd be like, don't, please don't attack me.
Oh my goodness. All right. I'm not usually hosting, so I don't know that I have a lot of other great questions. I apologize. Do any of you want to talk about like certain things, like how you constructed your cosplays and like what's you're proud of on your cosplay the most?
I will say, this is completely a closet cosplay. I already own these pants. My friend actually made this jacket for me for a cosplay from last year because I was making something else. So she's like, I'll make this for you. So, and then I already own this. So I love a good closet cosplay. And this is made out of a poster board from CVS from like 2 years ago. So like when you think like, I can't make a costume that looks like that. Yeah, you can. You just gotta have some time, go to Goodwill. It's just, it seems harder than it is, but this is all stuff you could buy at a Target basically. So I like to say, you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, I actually just thrifted this cosplay. Or bought on like Mercari, Depop, those kind of websites, the secondhand ones. But I thrifted the shirt. I found the boots online, the jacket. So everything was purchased. I didn't make anything, but just pieced it together kind of over a little bit of time. I knew what I wanted to make, and so I looked for them as they got on the best prices. And it's not a very expensive cosplay. I splurged a little on the doll though. So
accessories are always nice.
Yeah, I'm known as the Goodwill Queen in our cosplay group. Like, I'm always like, what is the way that I can make this with the least amount of effort? Because I got a full-time job, guys. Like,
same.
How about you? What's your favorite thing about the cosplay, other than that's so versatile?
I mean, honestly, this is my lazy day cosplay. Like, I'm a little cold because this is honestly meant for summer more. And since we're in Arizona, it gets up to 120s, between 120 and 130 on like our hottest summer days. So especially for Phoenix Fan Fusion, wearing like a nice lazy cosplay, which doesn't have a lot of layers, is really nice. Honestly, this cosplay is just pieced together from other cosplays. I think the only thing I bought besides the wig, obviously, was the suspenders from Spirit Halloween. So, like, yeah, all of us are kind of wearing closet cosplays today.
Yeah. And I think that just goes to show there's like so many different ways to cosplay. Like, you don't have to necessarily make everything from scratch. Like, people that do, you are awesome. I absolutely have all like the respect in the world for you. But, if you want to be a character, you don't necessarily have to slave away at a sewing machine for like hours and hours. And you can still kind of make it your own by, I think sometimes like the closet cosplay gets a little underloved because you really do have to be creative in what you pick out and how you put it together. And like, how am I going to make this iconic look like the thing that I want it to look like?
A lot of work into the details and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Like all the different.
I'd say also like just slowly putting something together really helps too. I've owned these pants for like 7 months and I didn't wear them until today because Jack Skellington, you know? You just gotta, sometimes you gotta wait, be like, this will be perfect for something and hold on to it for a little bit, which is a hoarder tendency, but we won't talk about it. It's a cosplay tendency, but yeah, just being able to think about something, and you can alter clothes you already own or buy something cheaper to alter yourself, and it'll be a lot easier than trying to hand make something with all these stripes and such. So, yeah.
So, speaking of which, if you guys do Goodwill stuff, like what's your favorite thrift shop or place to find found items other than on the internet?
I would say always go for the smaller thrift stores. I try to do like the Humane Society thrift store or like the hospice thrift store that are owned by like nonprofits, because they get a lot of like older people to donate their stuff when they move on. So there's lots of good jackets and such. So I always say go for the smaller ones because Goodwill's kind of picked over by now because it's so popular. But the smaller the thrift shop, I would say like the better the finds.
Either way.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I usually try to go just for the ones that are owned by charities. In Phoenix or in Scottsdale, there's a good little tiny shop called Tranquility Trails. It's a bunny shelter, a rabbit shelter. Yeah. And they have a really cute little charity shop, a little thrift store. They've got lots of good flowers. If you ever need flowers or florals, they've got lots of those. Lots of jeans, lots of little outfits. But all the money goes towards rabbits, and the money goes towards the animals, to the charities, and they do share with other charities sometimes too. Like you're saying, the Humane Society. So I try to kind of, if Goodwill, of course, is the easiest option, it's going to have the most options if you're looking for something a little generic. But if you want to kind of go something unique and different, definitely look in the thrift stores that are owned by charities. And then the money goes somewhere good. So
if you're in Phoenix, White Dove thrift shop is my favorite.
And then personally, like for thrifting, for not just for cosplay, but for personal items, I also love hitting up the high income areas because those thrift stores usually aren't hit hard because the high income areas are, those people tend to, not always, shop new. And so if you go to a thrift store in a high income area, they tend to have a lot of clothes that might still have tags on them even. And they're not as picked over because people just don't think about them.
For me, the other thing I like to do is if I'm traveling or even just in general, I like to go to like smaller towns. Same idea though, like it's not as picked over. Like a lot of times I end up like up north in Sedona, and that's one of my favorites, is just because there's not very, and there's,
nobody lives up there. So
and there's a lot of people that have a lot of money because it's very expensive up there. So there's a lot of really interesting things there.
I'm gonna give you some new, less spooky things.
Yeah. You guys look so great. Ooh.
Hello.
That works perfect. It just went like right. That's amazing.
That's why we've been sitting at the booth all day.
Awesome. So tell us, of course, who you are and about your cosplays today.
Yeah.
Sure. So I'm Hannah McCormick. This is Jake McCormick. We're Magic and Mischief Cosplay. I'm Daisy, or as I've been saying all day, Yellow Peach. And this is Luigi.
Loki. Yeah.
Loki, whatever. I don't know what you want to add.
We're here vending our my artwork. She does the hard part and sells it, of course. But we're here as cosplayers and artists.
What would you say that your favorite part of each of these cosplays are? Like the thing that you're most proud of or you just want to show off?
Mine, especially with cosplays like this one, a lot of it's store-bought. But what I really love about Luigi is probably the same about my Bert from Mary Poppins, is just the how animated his body language is, and the posing for pictures. It's like all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. Just kind of being Luigi.
Yeah, this is another one that I store-bought too. Thank you, Amazon. Styling the wig was fun, although I need to give her another press and everything like that. But being a princess has been the best part today. Little girls actually see me and want my picture, and it's so cute. First one walked up and asked for a picture. I said, "That's it. I can go home now. We're done. I can die happy."
I have to say for me too, like I really like that point that you made because some of my very favorite cosplays are the ones that I can really interact with people. Like I do Devil as a part-timer and I'll have like these little gummy mini burgers and I'll just like hand them out to people because he works at like a fast food restaurant, like a McRonald's or, one of those knockoff. And then before like all the Thanos things happened, I really liked doing Star Wars and challenging people to dance battles. That was super fun. Oh, want to say anything?
Yeah, hi. I just appeared here. Yeah. It's been really nice actually not being on the show and watching people like, because this is what we've been wanting to do is get like the cosplayers on and see how, it's, so I was kind of like, oh, this is nice. And all three of the hosts were like off and we're like, this is cool. So thanks guys for coming by. So there was something I wanted to mention that I forgot. Oh yeah, shameless plug. Next weekend is our swap meet. So it's a cost swap mart because I know a lot of you viewers have been saying, hey, you should do like a cosplay swap or this or that or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, totally. So it's going to be next weekend, Sunday, November 6th at 11 to 4. And it's going to be over on Indian School. And oh my God, I think Dice Art, I should know this. So it's in the West Valley. And it's being hosted by JCO Computers. We're going to be in the parking lot. There's going to be some food vendors. And we're still taking sign-ups. So if you've got like cosplay things to sell, it could be anything like old costumes, anything that you make if you're an artist. So artist alleys, we just don't have any big like retailers. So no big retailers or anything like that. Like that's a con thing. We are more like, community flea market type of thing.
So Jessica, if I don't want to do a booth and I just want to go and shop, how much does that cost me to go and shop?
It is $0, Lena Dawson. $0. Yeah, it's just a free little event. Come on by and see. And I don't know, every vendor is doing their own thing, so they might be open to trades. Someone already said like, hey, we have this piece that we've been looking to trade or whatever. And if you have a couple things you want, you can get like just a table for $10, or you can get a 10 by 10 space for a little bit more, and you can share the 10 by 10 space with another vendor if you want to. Just message us at costtalklive@gmail.com if you're interested. Yeah. Any questions?
Do you guys have any questions?
Questions? No, I can't say we do.
Alrighty. How are we doing on time?
We are good on time. We've got plenty of time. Is there anything you guys wanted to pitch? What kind of, what's like your dream family cosplay? Let's ask that.
There's way too many, but I'll let you pick one first.
The dream family cosplay. That is a tough choice. Of course, I'm a big fan of Star Wars, so it was a little hard narrowing that down because I think we've tried to. I think picking a couple alone, I'd ask Hannah, oh, what about, this couple? It's like, well, they end in this, and it's not really our story. It's like, there's not really a good family dynamic in Star Wars, at least until Mandalorian. So, let's see, a dream family cosplay. Oh, wow.
I'll let you think about it, because I know which one I'm thinking of, because our daughter has wild curly hair. So for me, it would be Eleanor, Fergus, and Merida.
Yeah.
Someday. I think when she's a little older and I can give her a pretend bow and not be worried she's going to hit someone with it. Although that may just happen anyway. My little wild child. So yeah, definitely want to do that one at some point. I think we had wanted to do it for D23, but that's a lot of effort. We already got to do Mirabelle and Julieta and Augustine, so I was really happy with that one. But I would think for the Brave family is a big one for me.
Yeah. I think for now I'll just have to agree with that. But I have a feeling.
Did you say you disagree?
It's like no, I'll have to agree for now. But Then when it comes to Fergus, I imagine if I was able to do any artificial bulking out, I have a feeling I could use the same thing for Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse. Because he is just massive. It's hilarious seeing the movie. And like Fergus's hand is like this, and then here's Eleanor's hand right here, holding onto his finger. And here's this full-grown woman on this, literal bear of a man. He's just, it's great.
Yeah, he's wild too because he takes on superheroes and he's just like a dude.
Yeah.
It's super well. And you're like getting me in trouble now because now I'm thinking you said Mandalorian and I'm like, I don't know that I've ever seen, I can't remember her name, but the lady that's the mechanic that like keeps fixing up his, I don't know that I've ever seen that cosplayed, and now I really, really want to do that.
I saw
Dang it.
We saw one of her. Where was it?
We've seen several when we went to Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim. And yeah, it was great. Yeah.
So I think that would be really appropriate for Lena to be the metalsmith, because as in our cosplay groups, everyone always kind of has some sort of like unofficial role, and Lena's like the fixer. So that would be really cute if we were like, I don't know, like Sam could be Grogu. We gotta.
So thank you for bringing up, probably my choice would probably have to be Mandalorian. If you wanted to do the, mechanic jumpsuit and all that stuff, Darcy with her big green ears running around.
We talked about that.
Yeah, or one day that armor would be really cool to do, but let's see, it was only until a couple of years ago we actually did a Star Wars cosplay because I was like, I want to do it justice. And how much effort or money can go into these great cosplays, and I imagine a Mandalorian might take a little bit of saving, a little bit of work.
Sorry. I'm answering emails, cosplay related emails as we're on chat. So my family, we don't do family cosplays, but we're a family that cosplays. That's a little bit different. I mean, I don't have a child myself, but we have my brother and my sister, and they have kids. And so we've done, as a group, we've done Overwatch. I was Widowmaker, my sister. And here's the funny thing is my sister was the only one that didn't play. But then like the next time they made their choice. So our choice was Overwatch. My sister was Sim. She has no idea what's going on. My brother was McCree. His kids were Diva and Soldier. My niece was a little Diva mech. There's a Halloween spray that's like a little cardboard Diva mech that her father made her. And then my brother's girlfriend came the next year and was Tracer. And then the following year we did Teen Titans, the Cartoon Network one. So I was Starfire, my sister was Raven. And we had, that's the one that I wasn't familiar with. So that was like my sister's choice. And we had the other Titans, Robin, Cyborg, No Beast Boy. And then who is Slade, I think it was. The villain, yeah. So that was, and then my niece was, with a T, Tara. I think Tara. So that's kind of fun when you have like families that want to do something, like a different kind of family cosplay. I don't know if we'd have like enough to make we would have enough to make a traditional family, but yeah, it would be a lot of fun to actually get like, I guess my whole family could do like an Encanto, like a family doing a family. Because I'm going to be Dolores for a group. And then, sorry, the gears are going right now. They're going right now as we're speaking. Yeah, exactly.
I'd say that's the most dangerous thing about cosplay is like you get more ideas than you'd ever have time to actually do. Are we wrapping up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I'm going to swap out.
All right, so we have somebody else to talk to. Awesome. Hi there. So introduce yourself. Tell us about you and your cosplay today.
All right. Hi, my name is Erin. I've only been cosplaying for, I want to say like, let's go 4 years. I'm still a little shy, so I haven't actually entered any cosplay contests. Although I really liked yesterday's. I feel like it was, it's not super judgmental, and it's like it didn't ask a lot, so I really like that. And I'm cosplaying Kiki today. I was pretty lazy about my makeup, so I didn't do any. I'm not a person that wears makeup every day. That's just me. And I actually have been getting into more sewing, so I actually made this dress out of all fabric and sewing. I've been getting into patterns. I cosplayed Hinata yesterday. I was one of the people that came up after the cosplay contest, and I actually made that jacket all out of sewing and fabrics too. So first time I ever made stuff.
That's one of those weird things about cosplay. I think like one of the highest compliments is like, oh, I would have guessed that you bought that because like the lines are so clean and everything. That's like such a weird compliment to give somebody. What is your favorite thing about this cosplay?
I think it's very recognizable, but also just very simple and easy. It's fun. The whole Ghibli effect. I mean, who doesn't love Ghibli? It's just that cottagecore fantasy feeling that's just relaxing and happy and nice.
Yeah. You could watch it over and over again and just be like, it's my happy place. And also, I have to say, because Chibi just ran out of here, like crazy geeking out. That's another thing that I just love about being at con and cosplays. Like when you get to geek out, when other people geek out about you. I had somebody earlier that I geeked out about because they were wearing a band shirt that's like a super niche band. And I'm like, I see all these cosplayers. I'm like, cool. And then I'm like, oh, this guy knows the band I like. Because I'm weird. If you guys want to hang around, you're welcome to, but I also realize that we've kind of kidnapped you into this show. So if you want to escape, you are welcome to do so as well. Yeah, no problem. You guys have a good con.
I can head out so that she can come back in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's Mesa, right? From Death Note?
Yeah.
Super cute.
Was there any social media handles you wanted to put out there before?
Just yet, no.
No, I'm that same way. I don't really social media, so no
Yeah.
worries. Well, thank you for being on. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So I hopped on at the tail end of that, but there was a Kiki earlier too, and she's like, "Oh, I wonder if I'm gonna see any more Kikis." Like super early. I'm like, "Oh, you will for sure." And there was a Kiki. So I think Ghibli is always gonna be like a staple that you're gonna see at conventions all the time. So
Sorry, I was dying. There was a Rook cosplayer. He's my favorite.
yeah, so Chibi ran, and I was just like, "Oh, Chibi's probably gonna want a picture." So I was like, "Ready." But that's what I love about doing these at events because there's so much going on. Yeah.
Have fun. I got to go to my panel.
Yes, so guys, if you're at the event right now, it is Dungeon Master 101. Chibi does a great Dungeon Master panel, and Chibi's been a Dungeon Master for a couple years now, and really good tips. I've actually sat in on it. I don't know much about dungeon masting, but whoops, I sat on the sequin pillow and now my butt hurts. I'm like, let me sit on this to make me taller. There we go. Woo. Are you?
And I just used like another piece of it crossed over here. Red robe.
So that they had an Inuyasha jacket, I thought that was
funny. Oh, it was
Choco.
funny.
It was
Yeah,
Choco.
yeah.
And so that's what I thought that was because it looks quite like well done. I was like, oh, are you wearing it inside out like you said? And so Lena is also the most like improvisational cosplayer in our group. So yeah, let me pass this on to you real quick and talk about.
I actually talked about it earlier, so I can definitely fill you in later, but these guys probably are bored of it. But yeah, I do a lot of just random stuff. Like I made a whole Tiny Tina just out of stuff that I found at Goodwill. And there were one or two things that I needed to paint. Like there was a little bunny logo, but like I found the bags for it. I found the pants for it. I think I like had to hem one of them short, make some jagged cuts, but like there was maybe one thing that I sewed, which was like a brown lining, and that's about it. So I'm sitting here by myself and I've got 10 minutes. So hello, everybody. Let's see. Well, I guess I didn't say what I like the most about being here at Con. I can keep you entertained with that. I'm sorry. Our technical assistant is just sitting here giggling because he knows that I am never on here now. Here I am. Let's see here. Well, one thing that I have to say, because I don't think it's happened yet, I'm going to be really weird and rude, but guys, look at what is across from our booth. Like, hang on. Look at this giant waifu. Like, what? What? Sorry for shaky cam. Oh my gosh. But as you can see, the aisles are actually pretty wide here, so that's really been nice. Again, sorry for shaky cam. All right, I will set it down so it stops being shaky cam. There we go. The vendors that have been here are actually really amazing. I go to a lot of cons, so I don't tend to buy stuff from vendors anymore because I've just like, I hate to say like been there, seen that, but if I bought stuff from every single con, I'd be even more broke than I am just cosplaying. And there were a number of prints, like I don't even buy prints, and I was like I splurged. So they're really cool. I bought a print, yeah.
So I stopped buying prints because I have a stack that I need to actually like put up, and I don't want to. I've so many pretty ones that I want to buy and support the artist, but I'm like, I better not, because otherwise I'm just gonna have to replace my wallpaper with prints. So, but I do love to go to like the artist alleys and maybe buy trinkets for like stocking stuffers. This is a great time of the year too, because we're just gonna get into November and everyone's gonna be like, whoa, they're gonna blink and then it's Christmas. So today I'm gonna look around and see a couple of like Christmas like stocking stuffers and little gifts that I can give people. That actually Bunny Flop was talking about. She's going to Japan, and she's actually going to get some gifts for her friends in Japan because they don't have this kind of like events. In Japan, they just have the big kind of events. They don't have anything local or local artists, so it's not a part of their con culture like artist alleys. Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah, and that's kind of a shame too. Like, because there's so many talented people and so many artistic people, and just like it's really neat to see also how people get creative with things. Like I really love unique ideas. That's I think what really catches me when I do an artist alley. Favorite prints that I bought was like Spider-Man, and he's got this little vial that says "Do not open," and inside of it is the teeny tiny little venom, like as like a little bloop, and it's really adorable. It's super cute, and like I'm like, who thinks of it?
I think some of it has to do. I'm always messing with the mic, so I apologize, guys. I think some of it has to do with a lot of this fandom comes from Japan. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's not like stepping on toes or anything, but maybe it's at some sort of kind of, this is a boundary that we don't cross because it comes from here. And then here in the US, a lot of our fandoms come from, overseas or whatever. And so we just want more content, right? That's all it is we just want more of it. It's not anyone trying to take over anyone else's position or overstep bounds. It's just that like we just can't get enough of it. So yeah, and that's a really cute thing to be like, I'm gonna go and bring this to Japan. Like you're gonna have a one of a kind, unique piece of art that your friends will be jealous of because And I've seen some really cool stuff. People have been making really cool acrylic keychains. And
I bought one of those too.
Yeah, when I was at SakuraCon, and I wish I remembered, but I had Sam has one, but I can't remember who it's from. But it was a double-sided. So I got her a Hal and Sophie on one side, and I think the other side is like they're a different form of them. And then I got my sister Haku as a dragon form and Haku as a human. So those are some really interesting things that you don't see like official merchandise of. Maybe there is, I don't know. And then the art is so beautiful. They're like supporting an artist. And so whenever I come to cons, I've been going to cons since 96. So a long time. So I get the hype when you're here to buy merch. And especially like, if you don't have access to it or you can only buy it online, then you buy it here. Me, I don't buy like regular merchandise anymore unless I find a great deal or something really rare. So I always look for vintage or collector item stuff that's rare, or artist alley, like really cute trinkets. So what do you usually find, like look for? Like what is your thing that you look for when you come to events?
I think it's like unique ideas or just things that you wouldn't normally see. Like the keychain that I got was, I'm sorry if I say this wrong because I'm terrible at names, but I think it's Fred from Big Hero 6, the one that doesn't have any superpowers. He just like made himself a suit that like looks like a giant monster. And I'm like, what? Nobody had, and he's just like such a funny, hilarious character. I'm like, nobody's going to know what this is, and I don't care. I love him, and he's funny, and it will make me smile every time I see it. And so that's definitely like my bag.
So actually one thing about that is that like if you think you have a fandom that's too obscure, and then you find like an artist that made
Yeah.
something, you're like, because also if it's really obscure, there's probably not as much official merchandise as well. So whenever I see stuff, like I'm really big into retro anime, and I know Takahashi does a lot of work that people love, but some people do forget about like Ranma 1/2 and Urusei Yatsura, which is getting a remake, Urusei Yatsura. But when I do see like maybe some of the more obscure stuff from like Takahashi, I'm like, wow, so cool. I don't see a lot of Oh My Goddess stuff anymore. I was just talking to Chibi about how I want to watch it and I can't find it anywhere to stream.
Same.
Yeah, so it's because I want to do a Skuld cosplay, or Skuld, not Skuld, Urg.
Such a cute series. It's like the cutest.
Oh my God, we should, the three of us, you, me, and Sam.
And it's like one of those just feel good, you know, like I could just toss it on, and that's why I'm so sad I can't find it anywhere. Like, what?
Like when I just need to like binge or I'm crafting or something, right now I'm watching Inuyasha again while I was preparing stuff for the event. You know, it's like I've already watched it and it makes me feel good. I've watched Little Witch Academia several times because it just makes me feel so good. And then of course those ones that are a little more intense, I have to say, for when I'm, you know, feeling it. But those kind of animes, Ranma 1/2, I've watched through the season a couple times when I'm doing stuff, and yeah, I've been craving Oh My Goddess, and I want to find it. And then I've been finding a lot of throwbacks to Tenchi Muyo. Do you remember Tenchi Muyo?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, and there's some at all, but there's so, I mean, nothing like One Piece, but there's so much, like there's movies and there's OVAs and there's OVAs of OVAs. Like, it's ridiculous. But one of the things that's kind of neat about it, like my introduction to it was one of the movies, and I was able to jump into that movie and like figure out what was going on immediately. Like, even though I didn't have any context, it wasn't bad. So if you can't find something that's Tenchi Muyo and you're interested, don't feel like, oh, I have to find the first one to have any context or have any idea of what's going on. And that's another thing I really liked about it, is like you just jump in any random episode and still enjoy it.
So guys, we are just about to wrap up our last live of the last day of UwU Con 2020. I think it's safe to say for all of the people that here are involved at Cost Talk Live that we've had a great experience. Like, not even just a good experience, but a great experience. Like, I'm exhausted and dehydrated and I'm tired and I'm hungry, and right now I need to go to the bathroom.
I do have to say, sorry, really last second, but I do have to say, past the waifu, right across from us is a water station, and they have at this convention, I know this doesn't help a ton of people, but they've been like bringing around waters and like checking us and on us and stuff like that. So that has been really, really nice. So just want to give a little shout out there.
Actually, and somebody's been come by and be like, hey, do you need a break? And so the way that they've been really taking care of the vendors and the guests has been really nice, because I think a lot of people think that once you set up the booth and you've got the people in, that's it. But really there's a lot going on during the actual event. So great experience. I've heard a lot of great feedback from attendees as well. And we are super excited for what is coming next. Yeah, so we'll see, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with us every day. If you're at the event, we do have one more panel, which is retro anime at 3:00. So be sure to come and watch anime with us. And you can find us at costtalk-live.com. We stream on 3 platforms: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch every Sunday at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I'm Jinx from jinxcosplay.com, and my socials are at the Jinx Cosplay.
And you can just watch Thermo's socials, because that's more commonly where my stuff shows up than my own. So yeah.
So thank you so much. We're going to hit that red button for end broadcast, and we're going to have